Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to all of you who actually celebrate it. I'm just coming to the office now after a massive family lunch, incredibly full, but needed to get a video in because there's some interesting updates coming out about XRP. David Schwartz literally coming out with a Twitter thread debunking a lot about XRP, which is very interesting. Obviously, there's a lot happening in the United States. There is a nuclear Bitcoin mining facility which is going live. You've got another billionaire coming out saying that the US dollar and basically it becoming irrelevant is a nothing burger, which is very interesting as well. Going to talk about XLM, Iota, of course, XDC, Hedera, Quant, all of the juicy coins that I love to talk about on a daily basis. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I love documenting my journey with investing, with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are just getting wild in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a good old thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. Do not want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto. So please be careful out there. All right. Formalities are out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Straight to the community tab. These were the altcoins up in my portfolio on this Easter Sunday. We had Nextra, Luna 2.0, which is interesting. We had Superfarm, Casper, which is nice to see, up 4.68%, and Luna Classic. Let me know in the comments below if you still hold Luna Classic. I bought it when the last crash actually happened. Been holding it ever since. Well, we will see where that goes. Now, this is an awesome quote, but believe in it until it manifests for you. Don't overthink it. Will it happen right here? Don't worry about when it will happen. Just believe in it. Believe in yourself. Allow it and trust it. Absolute facts. Everyone needs to manifest dreams and goals. You need to do it, all right? It's very, very bullish, all right? Now, obviously, let's go to Coinspot. This is where I buy my cryptos in Australia. There is a referral link below for this. Please feel free to use that if you are new to cryptos in Australia. And, of course, all the prices you see here are in Australian dollars, and everything else is set to US dollars because I'm catering for everybody around the world. And let's go through my favorite coins. Of course, Bitcoin, that's the OG, $42,000, down 0.69% today. That is a given, and it's a great time to dollar cost average, okay? Not financial advice, but the markets are quiet because it's Easter weekend around the world. And obviously, yeah, people are with their families and friends, probably talking about crypto in general. But anyway, 42K. Ethereum's at 2,829 at the moment. XRP's down nearly 1.44%, 77 cents, and still incredibly cheap in my opinion. Cardano is at 59 cents as well. Doge, 12 cents. Matic's $1.69. Solana's at $30 as well. Scrolling down some other favorites, Chainlink is at $10, XLM is at 15 cents, which is nice. You've got Hedera at 9 cents, which is gained very, very bullish, down from that 10 cents that it's been hovering around for a while. Algo's at 33 cents as well. ICP, $7.50. Arbitrum is one that I'm looking at accumulating in the portfolio, so I might have to dollar cost average into that as well. $1.79. Moving down, you've got Theta, $1.60. CFX is down nearly 4% today to 56 cents. Axie Infinity is at $12. Every time I come in here, there's always some like a fire truck or a police. I don't know, man. It's crazy. The siren is going off, so I do apologize. But anyway, Chili's, 20 cents. Guys, my bot in Patreon is doing insanely well with Chili's, like ridiculous. Something like 530+% around there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's ridiculous. 500+% is insane. And again, Luna Classic is literally the only one in the green at the moment, up 1.13. I'm still holding that. IOTA's at 34 cents. XDC's in the green as well, 6 cents. And of course, Casper was up earlier today, but it's down now to 6 cents, which is incredibly cheap. And I'm just curious to know what the top gainers are in the 24 hours. Let's have a look. Alpine F1 fan token. 93%. Why the hell that is up 93%? I don't know. But anyway, We have OG fan token as well. Eternity, is that how you say it? Eternity, whatever it is, 70% right here. Juventus, all the fan tokens are up today, which is crazy. I haven't done that at all, checking the top gainers here. But anyway, Bitcoin, gold. We have right here, do we have anything that we like? Luna 2, yeah, okay, I just got the airdrop for that. That's pretty much it. And Nexra, very bullish on Nexra, Alliance Block, I should say, 5.59%, very bullish. Now, let's go to Crypto Bubbles. And yes, I have the Wall Street Bull Patreon linked below, the university. I put up all my buys, my sells, my trades, my crypto trading bots, indicators, news about crypto before going live on the channel. It's very bullish. And also my dividend investing, which again, I love putting up the passive income coming in from my stock portfolio, which is doing quite nicely as well. So that is in the Patreon. I'm building a very bullish community. Link is below. Join up, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Crypto Bubbles on the day, literally a sea of red. I love it when this is obviously happens in the market, okay? This is the perfect time I like to dollar cost average, when there's red. Not when it's green, when it's red. Because when it goes back up, that's when people make money. Just saying. 14.9% on the day. You've got Radix right here. 29 on the week and 38.9% on the month. It's absolutely crazy. But let's just do something out of curiosity, all right? Let's go to the month. Biggest one here is CAS. Obviously, Casper. Up 187% on the month, which is crazy. We've got CFX still up 89.9% on the month, 123% on the year. And what else have we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Injective, I have no idea what the hell this is, but it's up 91%, which is crazy. XRP, nice to see that there, still up 29% on the month. So there you go. This is just a quiet time in the market at the moment. Very, very bullish, okay? Now, if we go to the year, obviously, we have big ones here. AGIX is still up 162%, which is crazy as well. OKB, CFX, RPL, and BGB right here are the biggest ones. But now, let's move on to some interesting stuff right here. Again, there has been a very interesting thread by David Schwartz coming out today, basically clarifying and debunking a lot of myths about XRP, which we'll get to in a minute. But Ripple, IOTA, and Stellar Lumens could work with Swift under ISO 222. Now, this is interesting because David Schwartz has come out and said that XRP itself has nothing to do with ISO 222 right here, which is interesting to say the least. But I don't know if he's putting it out there just to obviously cover himself for the lawsuit. Who knows? It's the truth. But anyway, Ripple, IOTA, Stellar Lumens are in line to work hand in hand with Swift under ISO 222. Swift has announced that it has migrated the system from March 2023 to November 2025. So keep an eye on this. Ripple, IOTA, Stellar obviously are reportedly in line to work with Swift under this ISO 222 migration regulation, and is a single standardization approach meant to be used by all financial standards initiatives. In other words, it enables interoperability between market structures, financial institutions, and banks' customers. Swift has announced that the customers would be at different stages of their adoption journey. I'm not going to keep saying because it's a tongue twister, but anyway, by March 2023 to November 2025. In addition to Swift, market infrastructure such as the Clearinghouse, the Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, the Nigerian Interbank right here settlement system have all declared their plans to migrate to ISO 222, which is interesting. And Ripple announced that it has become part of the standard body in May 2020. Obviously, distributed ledger technologies, DLT, could reduce cost of transactions and speed up transaction processes since it removes the middleman from the process. And the decision by Swift to migrate to this ISO 222 is to replicate this for our member institutions. Ripple's membership right now will allow customers to utilize RippleNet to access a network of global financial institutions and connect one standardized API for all counterparty connections. And by adhering to the obviously standard right here to ISO 222, a further validation is provided to show the potential of DLT. In a world of traditional finance and payments, as all financial institutions will be by 2022, have to comply with the same payment standard mandate. Now, David Schwartz has said that XRP itself doesn't have anything to do with this. And again, it's a possibility that they could move to using XRP for cross-border payments and working with Swift, of course, because it's got the cheapest fees out of anything. I think there was like a $400 million or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the amount was, but a few weeks ago, the amount of money that was moved, it cost absolutely nothing to do it. So, of course, banks and institutions are going to want to jump on board with this. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. But in the case, judge could rule that XRP sales post 2018 were not securities, which would be huge. It really would. But The SEC's expert concedes that XRP's price were influenced by Bitcoin and Ethereum, not by Ripple itself, and a pro-lawyer said the judge could rule that all XRP sales since mid-2018 were not securities. Meanwhile, there are possibilities that the case could drag as long as 2026. I really doubt that. But it's obviously Bill Morgan shared a screenshot, the statement on Twitter. Nothing that this defeats the SEC's claim that Ripple's efforts were reasonable for XRP performance. According to him, the narrative that Ripple control XRP price would be wrong because Bitcoin price movement generally influences that of other cryptos. And that is true. When Bitcoin goes up in value, others follow. That's just what happens, especially in a bull market. It was crazy. And if he's rolling here, he goes, here is the SEC's own expert concludes that obviously from mid-2018 onward, Bitcoin and Ethereum returns can explain as much as almost 90% of XRP's returns. The SEC offers no serious response to and simply denies that the cases say in establishing this legal rule. Interesting. He also noted that the SEC claimed in its summary judgment motion that Ripple took several measures to support XRP's price, but it did not prove that the action worked, as the regulator only wanted to show that XRP buyers and holders expected profits from Ripple's efforts, which is BS anyway. A lot of people had no idea what Ripple was, the company itself, which is completely separate. Very interesting right here. And Ripple CTO compares XRP to coconut. I don't know why, but anyway. And why it's important down here. Let's have a look. But products right here should not be focused on nothing but XRP, CTO says. So Schwartz believes that instead of making dApps and other products working only with XRP, unless we're talking about XRPL feature, developers should make the choices of assets to work with as wide as possible. Here's how the Ripple CTO puts it. No, it should work with anything it can be made to work with right here. And interestingly, keep scrolling down. The reason that named by Schwartz was Schwartz for this stance is that products made to work only with XRP may lose people's interest in the future, but he and Ripple want XRP to work for as many as possible. And that's the truth. And obviously integrated assets is important right here. He now says that there's a lot of platforms and products that do not integrate XRP, and if they decide to switch into it, they will have a hard time. This is why, according to Schwartz, a product should be able to work with a variety of crypto assets so that when necessary, it can easily add the XRP token to its ecosystem. This is to draw people to technology and cause everyone to get better user experiences from that technology. Anyway, that's getting into some interesting stuff right there. But let's move on to some other news right here, and then we'll get into all the XRP stuff from David Schwartz. But Texas lawmakers propose a gold-backed state digital currency, CBDC. And the bills state that the trustee must hold a sufficient amount of gold in reserve for all units of digital currency that have been issued and are still in circulation, which is interesting. And 2 Texas lawmakers have introduced identical bills for creating a state-based digital currency backed by gold. And a move that comes despite objections from several United States lawmakers against the central bank digital currency. Senator Brian Hughes introduced Senate Bill 2334 on March 10th, with Representative Mark D'Orazio right here introducing Bill 4903 on the same day, stating that a fractional equivalent amount of physical gold would back the proposed digital currency. Each unit of digital currency issued represents a particular fraction of a troy ounce of gold held in trust, which is very interesting right here. I'd like to see that. It'd be good if USDC or USDT would be backed by gold, but who knows? Anyway, obviously you've got a bill protecting Bitcoin mining rights passes the Arkansas Senate and House right here. And the Arkansas Data Centers is now moving to the government's office for approval. It grants crypto miners in the state the same rights as data centers right here. So again, basically protecting Bitcoin mining, which again, I wish Gary Gensler would get on top of that as well, but no, he just wants to destroy it. Tom Emmer says, control freaks, senators, and bad faith regulators want to control crypto. Of course they do. Tom Emmer, my video yesterday on my Twitter page was actually really good. Go watch that. Thinks crypto critical lawyers and regulators just want to maintain their control over the country's financial system. Emmer, the House of Majority Whip and crypto supporter, says that the new interview with Laura Shin that crypto shouldn't be a partisan issue. And Elizabeth Warren, she may not love central banks, but she does love the design. I believe that she ultimately wants banks to be a utility and a government utility and not a privately owned. But that part aside, she desperately wants to hold on to the centralization and control that comes with central banking. And while I'm not opposed to central banking, I think it does deserve some important function, and we're always going to have a traditional, in my mind, obviously two-tier banking system that we've become accustomed to. It's going to have to evolve to the 21st century. And obviously, and when you talk about digital assets and crypto, they can't stop it. And if China can't stop it when they outlawed all mining, which they haven't been able to do completely accomplish, what do you think the country still practices freedom is going to do? You can't stop crypto. They cannot stop it, which is incredible. Now, billionaire Chamath Palifeia right here, I can't even pronounce his name, but calls trend of de-dollarization a huge nothing burger, which is interesting. So obviously, Chamath believes that the emerging trend of large economies moving away from the US dollar to settle trades is nothing but noise. In a new episode of All In Podcast, he basically says in a recent deal between China and Brazil, which allows the two countries to exchange goods and services in their own currencies, obviously without going through the dollar, does not in any way negatively impact the dollar's dominance in global trade and finance, which is interesting. The whole thing is a huge nothing burger. This is the third deal that China has done. The other two countries are Pakistan and Russia. And the reason why I've seen this in a lot of people on Twitter now breathlessly rambling on de-dollarization right here and all that stuff. And I think any of these people would think that from the first principles, the first thing that you would know is that the yuan is pegged to the US dollar. And so long as it is pegged, whether you trade through the US dollar or you don't, and you directly go to yuan, you are indexed to the US dollar. And then you use a dollar swap to convert it to the currency you need. I think they're pretty much secure, the US dollar, mate. I think that's not going anywhere. You've got the first Bitcoin-powered mine, obviously the nuclear-powered mine, reports 9,000 facilities energized in Q1. America's first nuclear-powered Bitcoin mine has announced remarkable results for the month of March 2023. This pioneering facility, which harnesses the power of nuclear energy to mine the world's leading crypto, has surpassed all expectations and cemented its position as a trailblazer in the field. The mining center Nautilus, which is owned and operated by TeraWulf, utilized over 91% of zero-carbon energy to power approximately 9,200 miners. That is insane right here. How much have they actually mined? I'm curious. Nuclear-powered mining. And anyway, Stellar XLM partnered with MoneyGram obtains a major award by Newsweek right here. Basically a fork of Ripple. And the prestigious award in recognition of MoneyGram's stellar reputation and global trust of investors right here, customers and expert communities amid the most trustworthy companies. In the finances category, crypto-friendly MoneyGram was ranked 4th. There you go. XLM basically is partnered with this. So you basically got the most trustworthy companies in America this year. MoneyGram. There you go. If it's anything like PayPal, I haven't used MoneyGram, but if it's anything like PayPal, I'm steering clear of it, to be quite honest. Anyway, let's go to Twitter. I'm at the Wall Street Bull Oz. Go follow me there, guys, and I will be giving this away when I hit 100,000 subs on YouTube. The Bull Ring. Now, this is interesting right here, but US bank deposits fell by nearly $65 billion last week. 10th straight weekly drop. Where do you think that money's going to go? It's either going to go in the stock market or our favorite crypto, of course, because people love crypto. Now, let's go straight to David Schwartz. Okay, let's talk about 10 things nobody can speak for the XRPL, and these are just my own views. Also, it's dangerous to say something will definitely not happen. I'm talking about what is reasonable to expect. And this individual right here basically came up with these things here, the 10 items right here that needs to get right. Okay, so XRP can't be pegged to gold, silver, or anything else. In theory, nothing prevents someone from trying to peg the price, but it's absurd to expect someone to do this when it's virtually impossible to imagine anyone would want to do that. XRP can't magically become a stable coin. Someone could offer it to redeem XRP at some fixed rate for something else to set the floor price, but why would anyone want to do that? Why wouldn't they just issue a stable coin and not mess up XRP? If you want a stable coin, buy one. So all the people that basically have said that XRP is a stable coin, that is done now. That is completely confirmed. Now, stable coins issued on the XRPL are not XRP. This is obviously correct. You can issue stable coins on the XRP ledger, but those are distinct assets from XRP. They have an issuer who typically redeems them for controls them, unlike XRP, which doesn't work that way. The XRP ledger requires electricity to operate. I'm not sure how this could be controversial. We don't have non-electric computers with the kind of capabilities needed to run any blockchain. This gets interesting right now, but XRP can only exist on the XRP ledger. Otherwise, it's an IOU. Pretty much like that Pi app on that's been going around now. Again, that is basically an IOU because the coins that it's been listed on, I think it's I can't remember the exchange it is. Anyway, they're all IOUs. Very interesting. You can't actually withdraw. But anyway, the XRPL is an authoritative record of XRP ownership. You can create XRP denominated assets elsewhere, but unless they're somehow one-to-one tied to XRP on the XRP ledger, they're not XRP, but a derivative or an IOU. Now, XRP has nothing to do with ISO 222. It is a mass messaging standard for payments. XRP is a cryptocurrency. While there could certainly be projects using both of these things, there is no real inherent overlap between them, which is interesting. But again, I think that they're going to be doing some deals in order to integrate with this. So there you go. I'm just saying. Interledger as well doesn't require XRP. ILP works like a payment, any other asset, either from a payment or settlement. It works well in conjunction with the XRP ledger. Payment channels right here. And you can use the ILP for pure dollar payments if you want. Now, moving on. All the money in the world will not run across the XRPL. Massively scaling blockchain is hard. That doesn't limit the use of XRP to denominate payments or using payment channels, IOUs, derivatives. Most of the world's payments don't belong on a public blockchain. We'll see what happens with that one. Anyway, the US government is not going to buy back your XRP. Tying XRP to one particular jurisdiction plays to its weaknesses rather than its strengths. Cryptocurrencies work best when their ownership is diverse. RippleNet is totally different from XRP Ledger, and RippleNet is an enterprise payment system that eliminates barriers using XRPL for the source of destination or bridge. In enterprise payments, RippleNet is a private network based on early versions of the ILP. Lastly, but not least, the XRP and XRPL are really what you see is what you get. If you're imagining right here that there is some massive secret you're imagining, you can imagine anything about anything. Imagining things doesn't justify believing them, but be excited about it is actually there or build things right now. Anyway, there you go. He's clarified a lot of points. And obviously, this is from Brad Garlinghouse right here. Have a look at this.
Having a smaller number with a very high price, they saw. Well, so when XRP was created, this actually was created before Ripple existed. The creators of XRP decided to be 100 billion units because they saw it as rather than having a smaller number with a very high price, they saw it as something they wanted to be effectively a global reserve currency.
David Schwartz comes out again. I think it's nearly certain that there is an inverse correlation between the number of units of XRP or almost any other asset in existence and its price. If you compare an alternative universe where there's 50 billion XRP units instead of 100 billion, the price would, let's go into this thread right here, probably be about twice as much. But that means everyone who would pay twice as much for it as well. And then you would have to take it to extreme and only have, say, 20 million XRP in total. Then the numbers become more difficult for humans to deal with, which is interesting. Which is easier price for humans to understand, magnitude of 19 XRP or 0.0034 Bitcoin, and how much easier it's to accidentally type 0.0034 Bitcoin instead of 0.0034 Bitcoin compared to typing 190 XRP anyway. Very interesting right here. But anyway, keep an eye on that. I think it's going to be all coming out anyway, guys, and the price is going to skyrocket, to be quite honest with you, because it's just too bullish when you think about it. It's huge. This case is massive. Now, let's go to CoinMarketCap. I want to see what's happening in the market. We have 1.17 trillion, $27 billion in volume. It's extremely low right now. Perfect time to dollar cost average, in my opinion. Not financial advice. 46% BTC, 18.86% Ethereum. This is my portfolio. We have the top gainers right here. Ravane, Luna 2.0, Nexra, Superfarm, Electronium. Luna Classic, Omi, Solo, and XDC, which is nice. And of course, where my money's going, ladies and gentlemen, are the banking coins. Again, I'm not listening to any of the FUD. I understand that what David Schwartz has basically stated about XRP. However, that's not going to stop them from making partnerships with Swift and banks around the world because their fees are so low. They're going to be very intrigued and ready to jump on board. I know that Bank of America is waiting for this lawsuit to be over before they jump in full steam ahead. But anyway, obviously, these are the banking coins again. I'm not going to go through them all. This is the list. I post this up in the Patreon every single morning. Very, very bullish. And of course, XRP, I can't wait for this to go up again. Very, very bullish. All right. I'm out of here, guys. I will speak to everyone tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a good Easter. Join the Patreon. It is linked below. And I'll speak to everyone in the comments and the community tab, all right? Stay safe, guys. Peace. Bye.